good morning, stampers and crafty friends. It's Nemi Batstone here from Nemi's Crafty Cafe. I think I'm like about a minute or two late. I apologize, but I was having some problems with my printer, and now I don't have a GDP sheet for you. So anyway, I'm so sorry about that. So let's see if I can get all set up here. Looks like I have volume. Oops. I just want to make a full volume here as well. And that I'm lined up. I think I'm lined up. I think I am. Okay, it's another week. It is the second week of June. Welcome to hopefully summer. It was a hot one. And man, was it a busy weekend. It was so busy. I would like to say thank you to everybody who came to my garage sale and helped clear off a few items from my stash. So that really helped. My shelf looks a little bare, but that's a good thing because now I have space. Oh, I have to take a sip there. So thank you, thank you. The rest will definitely go into into the into another sale. So yes, so thank you. It is Monday and I tried to print stuff and I was having trouble, so I'm just gonna do a quick reminder that it is product of the month is there, but it is June and my GDP this week is the GDP challenge that has been rolled out is a animals theme. I feel like we just did that one. Good morning, Shell. Thanks for joining me. Happy Monday to you too. But seriously, I feel like we just did it. I think maybe just a month ago. So I was trying to figure out and went online and asked Google if moths and butterflies are considered animals, and apparently they are. Also, insect is a category of animals. So, phew, because my goal was to do the Moonlit Flora Suite this week, which was also my card club last month, and I'm behind on, but I wanted to share it here. It is on page 34 and 35 because there's some amazing product. I love this paper. It reminds me of so many beautiful tropical gardens, and there's some great projects that are here. And then there's all your color coordinations, of course, with a few more, but that is what really goes well there. And then they had another one posted here, which uses the banner sayings dies. Real simple with a few little elegant touches there. So I thought that was great. So I don't know. I always call it Fern and Flora, but I think that's because that is the name of the stamp set, I believe. I think the stamp, yeah, because the stamp set's Fern and Flora. And then we're going to use that beautiful embossing folder. Unfortunately, it's currently unavailable, so you can't get the suite. So make sure you click that little checkbox and remind yourself to pick it up when it becomes available again. But it's been out since May 1st for a month, and now it's just starting. Now it just went on back order or unavailable. Okay, so these are the gorgeous patterns, Moonlit Flora. So, like I said, there's berry, I can't speak, basic black and berry burst, garden glow, garden green. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? Mossy meadow, old olive, peaceful pine, pecan pie, soft sea foam, and of course secret sea. So there's tons of great colors in here. There's also golden glow. I don't know how I missed writing that one down, but I did, which is right in here. And maybe I just missed it when I was looking at the package because usually I just copy it. Oh yeah, I just missed writing down golden glow. Okay, awesome. So that's all my scratch. Let's put that aside. So the bundle is gorgeous. These are the stamps that come with it. Love, love, love it. And I can't believe how much I've actually used this one. I haven't really used the flowers, so we have to figure out how to use that this week. Definitely, right? And then the sentiments are quite, it's more of a grateful stamp set. So, and thinking of you. So it's more of a, an appreciation. Good morning, Kathy. Thanks for joining me this week. And then coordinating with it are these dies, these ones here. Um, these are kind of interesting. I've been trying to figure those out, but I think I have, so we'll be working with those tomorrow. They are the tiniest dies, and those here, over here, these little ones, that's the center. And then you have a stem here that you can actually add to. So yeah, it shall be interesting. But I love the fact that it has fiddlehead. I think that was the first thing, and right away I thought of Hawaii because we went to the tropical garden center in Hawaii and it was beautiful. And there was so many fiddleheads. It was crazy. And I can't believe how thick they are. And then a couple of restaurants we went to served it in a salad and it was delicious. Like it's definitely something that is fun and worthwhile. But so these are the shapes that get cut out, but you can see it's like how the heck do those go together, right? And then these itty bitty ones. Now this is not a butterfly set; it is a moth set. So took me a while to figure that out. But you're just so used to getting butterflies. I'm like, oh, and then I realized, oh no, maybe they're actually moths. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I don't even know where pecan pie is in here. I don't know why it lists pecan pie. Did I read that right? And I have a tendency to not read properly. But oh yeah, it says pecan pie. Maybe it's in one of them. I don't know. I really don't see pecan pie. So anyway, maybe I'm wrong. Correct me. Feel free to add in comments and correct me on that. So these are the two we're working with, and then the card we're going to make. Before I show that one, I should show these. These are ready, so I just finished making sure these are clean and ready to go. So they're going to go into an envelope today. And last week's winner was Christine McKay. So thank you, Chris, for always being here and supporting my small business online. So you'll be receiving these in the mail. If I was able to do them last week, we just had team meeting. You were there. So this is the card we're going to create. After last week and doing a lot of the pop-ups on top of the actual already designed card, I thought that would be fun to do here as well. It's just, today's global design project, and I want to kick it off with something simple and elegant. Simple and easy, but the paper really shows itself off. There's not much else I can say or do, but it's just, that's what it is. So there's this one sheet that looks like this. Let me see if I have a full one of this one. I think I just cut it down, so no, I don't. Okay, well, this is the other half of it right there. And this one, it actually has that big moth in the other corner. So I've already cut 4 inches off to make my cards, but it has these big, huge fiddleheads and other leaves, and then these white moths, which I totally love and thought, oh, we got to bring that in. So that's where I got the moth idea of doing the whites. So we have this one, and there's only one moth on this piece based on the bottom. And then you have all your greenery, and I love the brightness of the soft seafoam. So for this one here, I chose to go with black because on here I did Secret Sea, and I find that it doesn't match perfectly, but it does pick up a few of the colors down in below here. But you can see that that Secret Sea is not dark enough, in my opinion. So I'm going to go with black. And so black really picks up, I think, better on the backgrounds there. And this one only has one moth, but that's okay because we can just stamp more. And because there is a stamp that does it. So I did go ahead and do my 2 die cuts. So I did a couple die cuts on here, and then I figured we'll add a few moths. And then we have our inside piece to stamp as well. So I kind of did that ahead of time, but I'll just show you how all of it works because who doesn't need more? So I've got a piece of scrap here that I've worked with already. You can see it's been used multiple times. And I'll just bring you down a bit now. And then we're just going to use this scrap to do our stamping. So I chose to use Secret C instead of the black because I don't think we need it. And so we're just going to stamp. We need one moth. And these have dies. Another moth. So I'm going to make sure I have enough space between. And I'm just maximizing my scrap here. And then we need the label. I'll burn this bottom half. And then I still have all that. Oh, see, too close to the edge. So we'll do that again. And I'll just flip it over. And then we'll do that down here. So it's far away from the other two. Okay. And then we need a sentiment on there. So the sentiment is going to say, you make the world a better place. So I'm just going to stamp that in there, hoping that I'm centered. You make the world a better place. And then I have another one here. So I'm going to stamp that. Stamp that one as well. So big week this week. So I would like to thank, there's been 2 people that have placed an order with me already in June. So thank you very much. And their order was over $60. So they'll be receiving this month's free card kit. I'm just wrapping up the last of the 3. So you'll be able to see what those cards are. And if you'd like, you can also order the kit for $15. If you don't want to place an order, that's fine. But that is available. So now we just have to take our die cuts here. So this moth can go here on this one, like so. And then you have your itty bitty one. Now we just have to cut off this bottom piece, which is not in the way of our other moth. So I'm just gonna cut it. Oh, that's really bad. Who does a straight? That is, you like my straight line? What was I doing? Oh, I was trying to avoid that other one there. But seriously, that's just terrible. So we don't need to put all of this crap in the machine. And I am going to go at an angle because I want to keep this piece. I'm terrible. I will keep as much scrap. Like, I will keep a 2x2. After that, no. So I think I can use that for a square or a heart. So that's why I keep it. I'm going to leave it that way. But anyway, seriously, you could probably just throw that. Okay, so this goes here. And I'm just going to use tape because we're going to use our mini. And then you need your smaller of the moths, which will go here. Whoop. If it'll stop sticking to my, I don't know, sticky finger. It's just the sweat. Okay, and then we'll just tack that down, and that will go through the machine. And then same with this one. This one will go through the machine, like so. So with the love of technology, I've already done that. So I've got our 3 pieces here ready to add to our beautiful front. So this is the front. I might need another moth because that's, well, maybe, we'll see. So I love how this color comes on there. So we're just going to add that in, and then we're going to add the fiddlehead in there as well, in the middle. And we're just adding it right off to the side here. Like, it just doesn't have to be anywhere fancy because the paper is just doing all the work for us. And then this goes here. Now, I don't believe we can add some ribbon now. It's, or twine. It's actually shocking, or it is surprising that this suite collection doesn't come with ribbon. It's actually like on its own. Or it doesn't even come with twine. So I was surprised at that. So I'm going to use linen thread because it's just a nice touch. And I didn't do it on mine, but when I laid it down after, I was like, oh, I should have did some twine on there. So we're gonna just do we're just gonna do a lazy 8 on the back, or a bow, I should say. So we can do a bow. So I'm just gonna add some adhesive. But yeah, I was surprised that I'm like, what? There's no ribbon? But it came with an embossing folder, and I'm like, but that's normal. So you can still do both, and yet it didn't. So I was surprised at that. So I'm gonna do a, let's see if I have enough to do a double bow. Maybe, just maybe, maybe baby. Okay. Oh yeah, I think we do. Although we're right at the end of this roll, so it wants to do its own thing. It wants to curl on its own, which is totally fine. And then I'm just gonna bring this in like so. And then there it is. Oh, I should have went the other way because everything's going the other way. Let's see. I always do that. I always go in the wrong direction. I think it's just because it's upside down. Or not really wrong, but the more please section. But I think we're okay. Okay, so how the heck are we going to glue this all? Well, because it's darker, I'm definitely going to use my black dimensionals. So I'm going to put one there, and I'm going to put one there, and I'm just going to put one here. So then that's our 3. So then, although I could probably put 2 minis beside that ribbon, but it's kind of nice to have it hold it down. Why am I peeling these off? I'm not ready for them. But anyway, I am. Okay, so let's get these glued down. So I'm just going to take my, wherever they are, tweezers, twisters. I'm going to take my fine glue tip, which I just put in these little bottles, which are, you know, I take the Tombow glue and then I put them in these little bottles. And then I'm going to make sure we have some glue. Oh, there it is. And I'm just going to put a bit. I don't care if it's flopping a bit because I really like that look. And it'll still go in the envelope, not an issue. I don't need tons because the sentiment will also cover it up. So we're going to go here. So then we bring that little pop of soft sea foam to this side because it's all kind of over here. And then we're going to add this in the middle to give it a little texture. Not so much looking for color or whichever, but I just wanted to give a little bit more texture to the card. And I just don't think it needs dimensionals. It's kind of hard to put dimensionals on these. You would need something microscopic. That's my thought. And then we'll just drop that in place right there. And then you make the world a better place. Should go right in here. Like that. And then we have our other 2. So we have the 1 there. We have 3 here. We have our sentiment. Wait, that's not straight. I'm like, why does that look funny? Oh, because it's crooked. Uh-oh. Okay, let's make sure we can. It's kind of stuck to the other 2 underneath. So we want to make sure. I think I'm still a bit crooked. I don't want to rip our beautiful die cuts. There we go. So that just adds a little. And then we have our other 2 butterflies. So, moths. See? Keep saying it. So we'll put one here, I think, and I'll just tuck that in under. And then we gotta figure out where to put the 3rd one. But obviously we can make a triangle. So this one will go right kinda in there, tucked in a bit. Or we can put it at the bottom. Let's put it down here. Oh, we can even have it flying the other way. Who says it has to fly up? There. And then that way this dude can go up here. Yes, that works. Okay. Okay, maybe I could have just used one dimensional on that one. But two words. Hello, hello, good morning. Welcome, Christine. Thank you. And then this one here. Yes, I really love this bundle. Now, I could take a third one and pop it on top of that one, but I'm like, I really like that pattern, so I don't really want to mess with it. So this one's popped, but maybe what I do with this one, because now that I'm looking at it, maybe we don't pop this one. So I'm going to take off that because I feel like that this one is just now lost, or, it's just, you can tell it's part of the paper, but we want to make it part of the design. So I'm just going to flatten this one, and then that one's popped up down there anyway. There. Okay, so now it kind of matches a bit. And it still has height, but not a lot of height in comparison. And then this one's facing up. And I'm not going to color them because I want that to be matching with that. Now we just need to stamp the inside as well. So let's see. Oh, so we're going to use, I'm going to pull out, because this one doesn't have a lot of, it's kind of more a neutral, but I need lots of more birthday cards. So we're going to use happiest birthday wishes and from phrases and frames. This has like become my favorite. And so I love how this stamp works. So we're going to grab some soft sea foam again. And then we're going to try and line that up without my head getting in the way. Happiest birthday wishes. And then I want to do something a little more fun. So I'm going to grab some Peaceful Pine. And where's my stamp set? You can't see it. Because it's over on my tray. And we have a couple flowers, but I don't really want those because there's no flowers. So we're going to take our big leaf and put that here. It's a biggie. And I used it on the first one. We're going to pick it up. And I didn't decorate this much on the inside of mine, but I wanted to make sure I did it with this one. So let me grab a piece of scrap. We don't need this one anymore. Oh yeah, we do. We still need that one. I forgot. But we'll get that out of the way first. So I'm going to grab some Peaceful Pine, drop that in so that I'm a little lighter. Actually, I should have went with soft sea foam. And we'll just stick this here in the corner. Like so. Soft sea foam would have been a better choice. And then I've got another sentiment from the what did I call it? From the phrases and frames. Cover this up. And we're going to use Have a Fabulous Day. And I'm going to stamp that right in it. Okay. Because I did mine, like, I'll show you the inside of mine. So I did it like this, and I felt like it was boring. So I wanted to, tone it up a bit more, or give it a little more spunk, per se. I'm just going to close. We don't need this one. I'm going to close that one. And then we just need to assemble. See, I keep thinking that's a card. So we're just going to fold our base. Get that all nice and folded. Yeah, this is a fun bundle. Do you have it, Christine? Like, do you have this bundle? Oh, by the way, I think you missed it, but you won my cards from last week. So you're going to receive it in the mail. I'll be going out, later for soccer. We have soccer tonight, don't we? And that's when I'll ship it, along with everything else that needs to be shipped. That's so much stuff to mail. And then the winners too. I didn't mail those yet for the giveaway. Those are going out this week as well, either today or tomorrow. I don't like to leave my home unless I have to, so. But I will be going out there later. Okay, now we need the inside. Bum, ba, da, ba, bum, bum. Love this one. So I just love the paper, I'm telling you. It was really hard to cut it up for DSP share as well because it's so pretty. Even for Card Club, it was really hard to cut up because I'm like, it's so pretty. Okay, there we go. Make sure that's straight. So happiest of birthday wishes. And last but not least, I know I have a pack somewhere, but that's already started. Didn't we use them? Oh, yes, we used them. Did we use these ones? I can't remember. So we're going to add these in here. Still kind of wanting to let's burnish that some more so it's a little flatter. Oh, so we just wanted to put these on, and then, oh, you do. It's so sweet. I love it. You'll have to send me some pictures of your cards. Love to look at them. So we're going to add these, and I think I'm going to go with the clear because we got tons of green going on already. And I'm going to add one right about there. Then we're going to add, there's two sizes, a big size and a little size. Sometimes there's three. And then we'll add one right about here. And then put another wee one way up here. Oh, probably closer to that dude. Oh, it's too much in the line. We need an angle. There we go. I could probably add a couple more, but I really just want the paper to pop. Okay, so that's that. That is all she wrote. So I really, my focal on this one, why I kept it so simple is because of those moths. Like I just love, so this one here it's cut off, but I just love how simple those moths add, like that little pop. But on this one here I used soft seafoam because this piece didn't have the soft seafoam. So I use soft seafoam instead. But otherwise, everything pretty much is the same. And I only had to add in one moth because I kind of had that one and that one. But I forgot to put some bling on this one. And since this one's got a lot of the dark around it, we'll go with green and add in a little pop of green. Not a little, but you know what I mean. We'll add in the green, and I'll use another big one over here to just bring it to life. There, because I forgot to put those on there. And then now we have the two. So one of them is like the Secret Sea, and then the other one's Basic Black. But I really like the Basic Black better than the Secret Sea. It just, even though there's shades of it, it just doesn't seem to make it pop. So real simple, Global Design Project Challenge, which is themed animals. So hopefully moths count. And then an easy one to use because the DSP does all the work. So just add in your sentiments, a couple more images, and you're done. So thank you for joining me today. And then dewdrops, Christine. Oh, she asked what the embellishments are called. Yeah, so it's part of the Suite Collection, and it's in there. So definitely. So thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again tomorrow for Tuesday. Have a great start of the week and enjoy the sun. Happy stamping.